Okay, so what you just saw right there is some of the damage that's still at Okawa Elementary School. There was a tragedy at Okawa Elementary School in 2011 following the Tohoku earthquake of March 11th, 2011. Shortly after the earthquake happened, which, by the way, was one of the strongest earthquakes in recorded history. I think it was a magnitude 9. Shortly after that happened, there was a tsunami from the ocean, and the tsunami water came in and claimed the lives of 74 children at Okawa Elementary, as well as 10 teachers. It's a very tragic event. Words really can't do it justice. Pictures cannot really do it justice. You have to visit the site to take in what happened. But this video is just to kind of show some of what I saw and give a basic explanation of what happened. So I'll show you here on the map. Okay, so this is all of Japan. And then Okawa Elementary School is in Miyagi Prefecture. It's up here. In a city, it's called Shinomaki. And you can see, as I'm zooming in here closer. Alright, so here's the location of the school. And right here is the Kitakami River. So the staff at the school were not expecting the tsunami water to come in. But what ended up happening was the tsunami's force came down the Kitakami River right here and up through the school, as well as some of it just kept going, that would be west through this land. So we had a rush of very high water coming into this area. It was very destructive. What I'll show you next is just a closer look at some of the damage you can see in a classroom. And then after you see inside the classroom, the video is going to pan out to a hill, and the hill is higher ground that perhaps could have saved some of the lives that were lost that day. I believe there were 4 survivors that were students and 1 survivor that was a teacher, and it's my understanding that they survived by getting to the higher ground. The higher ground you can see would be right over here. So that would be just about southeast of the school building, right there. You saw a bit more of the destruction inside the classroom. You saw the higher ground that perhaps could have saved more lives and did save some lives. Next, I'll show you inside a classroom. We actually were fortunate enough to have the chance to go inside a classroom and get a closer look at what happened. The video starts out with, you can see a watermark on the wall that shows you just how high the water was. Keep in mind that this video was taken on the 2nd floor of the school building. And then after you see the watermark, the video pans over into the next room. You can see the floor, and the floor has actually gone up because there was so much water pressure below it. It's June 2018 now, and court conflict over the Okawa Elementary School case is still happening today. After the tsunami initially came, the parents of the kids that had lost their lives sued the city of Ishinomaki and the local prefecture on the grounds of there was not a proper evacuation plan for the tsunami, and disaster preparedness in the schools is lacking. As a result of that case, the Sendai High Court had ordered that the city and prefecture pay about $13 million in damages to those families. And as of a couple weeks ago, on behalf of city government, the mayor of Ishinomaki City is trying to appeal that court decision. So there's still a lot of debate going back and forth on either side in the courts as of now. Putting that aside, though, I just want to reiterate that this video, any pictures or clips or words that I can say, they don't do what happened that day justice. You'd have to go there yourself, and even then, other than people that were there that day, we can never fully understand. But it's important to spread the message of what happened so that we can remember it, and keep that in mind for having plans set in place in case there is a disaster that comes, whether it be a tsunami, earthquake, tornado, any of that. Safety is always the first priority, and we can't hesitate when a disaster comes in.